Yeah. From the asphalt to Valhalla. Motor Cop Chronicles. We ride.
Welcome. I'm back. We're going to talk about Nolan Wells. I was going to put off doing it because I've been trying to wait, see if more stuff come out. But I'm going to give my opinion on it. Everybody else is giving their opinion on it. I'm tired of waiting and some of this bull malarkey that I'm hearing coming out on it, just on the dailies. I'm just like, screw it. So we're going to watch the videos. We're going to talk about it. Nobody knows who Nolan Wells is. He's a 18-year-old college student, football player. I think it was from a smaller college in Mississippi. I think over the 4th of July weekend, they went out to a place called Horn Island in Mississippi, and he was with some friends, and he decided to stay. They found him on the beach, I think Monday. Of course, there's all kind of conspiracy theories. You know, you got some people out here saying, you know, Ben Chump and Al Sharpton and bobblehead Al, you know, it's because he's a black kid and he was with a bunch of white kids. But let's watch some videos and we'll talk about it.
Where people think that they're hearing an argument between people, and they're wondering
Nolan
whether
Wells
or not
continue to
Nolan
push
is
for
one of the people in
answers.
that
Nolan
argument.
went missing during a 4th of July outing with friends and was later found dead.
Wells' family says the circumstances don't make sense. ABC's Perry Russum has the latest.
The family of Nolan Wells is calling for a thorough and transparent investigation by Mississippi authorities into the death of their 18-year-old son.
We're in a ferocious pursuit for the truth.
On July 4th, Wells traveled by boat with several friends to Horn Island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast to celebrate the holiday. Mississippi investigators say he was last seen on the island at about 3 p.m. and say they are combing through videos taken on the island around that time. According to the sheriff, his mother reported him missing that evening.
This is not how I wanted the world to meet my son. He was just a special kid. Like, he was a special kid, but again, just heart was so big. And we're gonna miss him dearly.
The sheriff.
I usually try not to stop it, but we got Al Sharpton in the background. You can hear him coaching her in her ear what to say when she kind of lost it there. The mother, she's grieving. Father, grieving. I mean, you'd expect that. I understand they don't, you know, they want answers. But you got to wait for autopsies to be finished. They're waiting on toxicology and stuff. As you can see from that picture, he was out. He was with a group of friends. He was the only black kid with a bunch of white kids. So what? So what? Just because, I mean, now they're trying to say, oh, something must have happened. We'll hear it. You got bobblehead Al. You got Ben Chump over here. They done jumped in on it already. I don't know who they plan on suing on this one, because you know they're only in it for the money. Okay.
Is now looking into claims made by the mother of one of the friends that Wells decided to stay behind when a mechanical issue caused their boat to take on water.
It's so hard for me to believe that he would choose to stay on the island. It just wasn't in his character.
Authorities have said they believe Wells drowned, but the Jackson County Sheriff stressed the investigation is still ongoing.
We're working towards the same goal as the family, okay? We want a thorough investigation, and that's what we're going to continue to do until we arrive at the answers that the family deserves.
Wells' family alleges they recovered his cell phone with deleted messages. His mother says her son was always taking pictures and videos at events. Attorneys for the family say after their experts are done examining Wells' phone, they will hand it over to Mississippi investigators. Perry Russum, ABC News, New York.
As soon as they're experts, okay? I'm sure the police have experts also that do this for a living. They're saying one of his friends had his cell phone and his keys. Okay, and they're like, well, and they had deleted messages. I've had kids and everything else like that. These kids are not like an old fuck like me, okay? I got text messages from years ago. I don't delete shit. These kids, they delete it right after they finish answering. Go look. If you have young children right now, go look at their phone. I guarantee you don't have no text messages in them. They delete everything as soon as they do it. I don't know why, but they do. They're insinuating that one of his friends deleted the text messages. I don't know about you. My friends don't have the passcode to get in my phone. The only people that have the passcode is me and my wife. I guarantee you none of these friends had the passcode to get in his phone. And I very seriously doubt that it wasn't passcoded out, especially in today's day and age. So if anything was deleted, he deleted it. Another thing. Why would he choose to stay on the island? Didn't go back with his friends. They said the boat was having mechanical issues. Pretty sure, I think they said it was taking on some water. And the bilge pump was not working. That means it wasn't pumping the water out that gets in the boat. If anybody knows anything about boats, I don't care. Every boat gets water in it. It just happens. So they decided to drive it back. Another one of his friends even said, while they were on this island, they say, well, why did they have his phone? Well, if they were on the boat. If anybody's ever been in a boat or on a boat, when you go on a boat, especially a smaller one like that, you put all your stuff in a waterproof container or a Ziploc bag or something like that to keep it dry. You're in the water. Then you store it somewhere on a boat. They went to a uninhabited sandbar type island out in the Gulf of America, and they had to get off the boat. There's no docks, there's no piers or nothing like that. That means they have to anchor a little off of the beach, anchor the boat down, get off, and probably in chest deep, knee deep water and go to the island. You're not going to bring your phone with you. You don't want your phone to get wet. Why bring your phone with you? They have no cell service out there. This is in the middle of nowhere, in the Gulf. There's no cell towers around. I can guarantee you they have no cell service out there. That's why he probably left his phone there. They say then he met a young lady out there on the island. Supposedly the last person to see him alive was this young lady. Because they keep blame. Seem like they're trying to push blame on these other young boys, young men, or however you want to call it. They're not saying nothing about this young lady. Said he met this young lady. They said, look, we're going back. He said, I'm going to catch a ride on another boat back. He didn't want to leave the girl they was talking to. The mom and dad are like, well, I just don't see why he would didn't go back with his friends. Really? Come on now. Are y'all that naive? One word. I'm going to tell you one word why he didn't go back. I want to be nice about it. It's called coochie, okay? He met this young girl. He had coochie on the mind, okay? That's why he didn't go back. He was running the coochie. That's pretty simple. No, I don't know why you go back. That's why you can go back. Come on, y'all not that stupid. Stop playing the game. Stop letting Ben Chump and Bobblehead Al run a narrative for y'all, okay? Pretty sure once everything comes back, my opinion is he probably drowned. He probably went swimming or something with his girl, got caught in a rip turn or something. Well, why didn't the girl say anything? I don't know. Maybe they're not saying that we're color girls. I bet you the girl was white. Maybe the girl's mom or dad or both of them are racist or prejudiced or something like that. I don't know. I'm speculating. This is a guess. Maybe she don't want to let her dad know, or somebody that she was, hanging out with a black dude or something. There's all kind of, since we throwing conspiracy theories out there. This is what his friend said. Because he said, "Oh, he's the only black kid out there." He was not the only black kid on that island. He was with his little football group.
Nolan Wells continue to push for answers.
Where people think that they're hearing an argument between people and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument. You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was got into a dispute Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes.
So, but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in the...
And since this video's come out, the other kid that's friends with him, who's a black kid, he has said, that was me arguing, that wasn't Nolan. So they can throw that out the window, saying, oh, they got in a fight, and that's why his friends did something to him. Well, no. The other kid said, no, that was me. And they brought me back. That was me arguing.
altercation that was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So
describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were just trying to, like, the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have. I know they said they're still investigating. Have they? Did any?
Sounds like they had parents. From what he said the parents were trying to get him out. So they actually had some adults out there. I'm sure they had some drinking going on. He's a college kid. What'd you do in college? Sure, you drank too. So that theory that he had got an argument with somebody, with one of his friends, and that's what happened. Ben Chump and all of his little minions over there and all these people on the internet keep throwing all this out. My opinion, what I think, is he was out chasing some coochie, went swimming or something, and ended up getting caught in a rip current and unfortunately drowned. Let's wait for the autopsy. It should be out soon, and there's two of them because they're having their independent autopsy done. Waste of money. He either had water in his lungs or he didn't. If he had water in his lungs, he drowned. It's plain and simple. If he didn't, that means he was dead before he went into the water and somebody put him there. And let's investigate that. But I don't think his friends just said, screw it, just left him there. We have several other people said that, no, he wanted to stay because he had just met this girl and he was talking to her. Maybe he didn't want to get on a boat that wasn't working right and try to head back. But I can guarantee his phone and his keys were on the boat because they went to an island. He probably was caught up talking to this girl and forgot about it. And when they got back to shore and they were taking all their stuff out, they said, oh, here's Nolan's stuff. I'm going to bring it back with us. I'm not going to leave it in the boat. Not everything is a conspiracy. Not everything is people doing something bad to somebody else. We need to stop with the race crap on this. There's no proof of that. Nothing right now. That's the first thing out of Ben Chump's mouth and Al Sharpton because they're a bunch of race baiters. That's what they do. Stop falling for the trap on them. Let's wait for the autopsy results to come out. I know it takes a little while and it's frustrating, but let's wait. Let's see what it says. If he didn't drown, do more investigation on those boys. Talk to that girl. Let's find out. But if he did drown, it was a tragic accident. And this young man who probably had a pretty decent future ahead of him, unfortunately ain't here no more. Bad things happen sometimes to good people. Tragedy happens to good people. Not everything has to be something evil that happens. Sometimes it's just bad luck. Everybody needs to stop with the race stuff right now. Let's let the investigation finish up and see what they say. All right? If I'm wrong, I'll eat crow. If y'all disagree with me, leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Till next time.